I've been a fan of the Yakuza series since Yakuza 1 in '06. And I remember seeing this game in an Extravision, which has since closed down. Rest in peace, Extravision. And seeing it like sitting there on the shelf. There was one copy of it, like just sitting there on like a blue shelf. I remember vividly. And I seen this badass dude on it with back tattoos, and like he looks all powerful and muscly and shit, and like a kung fu master. And I was a real like Hong Kong movie nerd when I was a kid. I still am. I love kung fu movies. I love like old school Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan movies. His when he was still in Hong Kong, when he was still in China, and I loved everything about like martial arts movies or whatever. And I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted a game where I was like a fucking a kung fu master dude. And I looked on the back and he's here like kicking dickheads and like fucking killing them with like massive sticks and shit. And I was like, oh, I want this game. And I went to get it and I didn't have enough money because I was a kid and had no money. And I remember just, I didn't live in the place where I saw it and I didn't see it anywhere else. And I remember going home all depressed and being like, and saving up for this game. And I wasn't able to go back to this same Extravision until like a few months after, because I didn't live in the same town as where that place was. And I was really worried that wouldn't be there anymore. But of course, luckily it was a Yakuza game and no one buys Yakuza games. So I went back. I bought it. This is the same copy that I'm talking about right now. Exact same copy, and I bought it. And I fell in love with everything about it. I fell in love with the story. I fell in love with the characters. I fell in love with the atmosphere and the ridiculous over-the-top gameplay. And I fell in love with that dude right there, Kiryu. And segueing from that all the way to Yakuza 6 with a throwback to the same cover. I gotta say, Yakuza 6 is a perfect ending for one of the best video game characters of all time. Where do I start? You see the title of this video, it's why you need to play Yakuza 6. It's not a review for Yakuza 6, it's just me glowing over Yakuza 6 because I fucking adore this game. I think this game is a absolute fantastic, well worth your money, well worth like so much content for the price. And oh, even the physical copy comes with a little art book, which is lovely. Give incentives to buy physically. I know they don't want it because they want to move everything to digitally, but you're never gonna get me, you bastards, unless you completely stop physical, which please don't do that, because I like having shelves of random stuff. But yeah, you have an incentive to get this physically, which is awesome. Thanks for that, Sega. They've done the same thing with Kiwami with the Steelbook, which I love, and hopefully with Kiwami 2 they do something as well. But yeah, I guess I'll start with the story, because I've heard nothing but shit about this story. I mean, the Yakuza fanbase seems to despise this game for absolutely, I don't know, it seems like no reason. Their reasonings, I've looked at them, and they are completely unjustified and just completely fucking like, stop, shut the fuck up, stop whining, you get a life, you morons. But I mean, I know it's an opinion or whatever, but like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, they were really stupid reasons, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I'll start with the story. Story, as I said, is a fitting end to Kiryu, with absolutely amazing ending. I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry. But I think it's a beautiful, well-told story, woven together really like intricately as Yakuza usually is. With twists every second near the climax, as Yakuza usually does. And in my opinion, it is the second best story in the series. I think this rivals Zero's story, and if you've played Zero, you know that is not an easy task. I think it's near impossible to even like come close to Zero, but they done it. And fair play to them. They done a fantastic job. I like even thinking of it right now. I just can't wait to go back and play the story, just to play through it again in New Game Plus and like look at all the cutscenes again and see some of the things I miss and the little details I miss, because I just, when I was still playing through this game and I had to go out or whatever, I was still thinking of like, oh, what the hell's gonna happen next, and going through my head like, oh no, I don't know what's gonna happen to this character, or oh no, what's gonna happen here. And so good. And if a video game makes you do that and makes you care so much about the characters, then it's doing a good job. Gameplay wise, now if you've seen gameplay, you know this looks drastically different to any other Yakuza game ever made. They completely overhauled the engine and completely overhauled the fighting system. The fighting system is really good. I really enjoyed it. It is a bit limited, but that's understandable seeing as it's a brand new engine and they had to like make some sacrifices. In my opinion, there isn't enough heat actions. I would have loved to see some more heat actions, but other than that, I had a lot of fun with the combat. I think the combat was what was really fun, like just like kicking people through windows and shit and bringing them into stores and like putting their heads in microwaves and getting a store manager to fucking turn on the microwave. It's fucking crazy Yakuza over the top, and it's at its finest, and it's as crazy as ever in this one, and I loved it. Open world is as living as ever. It's much more realistic now. You can just walk into shops. There's no more loading screens. It's much more seamless. There's much less intrusive invisible walls, which I love. And yeah, you just walk into any store you want now and pick up whatever you want, or throw fucking goons through store windows or whatever. It's a lot of fun, and you'll have a lot of fun with it if you don't nitpick the shit out of it and analyze everything and fucking find things to hate about it, because if you do that, you will, of course, because you're looking for them. You can say the same with any game, best game of all time, you will hate it if you analyze it. So I don't know what else I have to say. Music, you heard one of the themes at the start of this video. That's one thing that Yakuza does so well all the time, is the music, and this one is no exception. That song I played at the start of this video was from one of the climactic boss fights, and when Yakuza like gets into its groove and like the story really gets going and the music really gets going and you're at a climactic boss fight, and it's building up and building up to it, and then you just hear this fantastic music play, you just feel like such a badass, like while you're beating the shit out of this one boss. And like it just, the music in the background, and like it just makes it feel so much more epic and so much more like, well, this means something. And I think Yakuza actually does that type of thing with the music and boss fights better than any other game. I think they are masters at that, at like making things feel big. And Yakuza 6 was probably better, probably as good as Zero. I mean, Zero is my favorite, obviously. And I don't think Atten's ever going to beat Zero. I mean, if you want to rank my Yakuza games, it's Yakuza 0. It was Yakuza 1, but Yakuza 6 has actually overtaken that. So this is my second favorite Yakuza game now. And then the others are whatever, put them in and out, they change every day. But yeah, so it's Yakuza 0, Yakuza 6, and Yakuza 1 now. Or Kiwami, if you're the same game. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I said I didn't want to do a review, and I want to kind of keep this short. So yeah, all I want to say is play Yakuza 6. If you've never played a Yakuza game before, I recommend getting 0, getting Kiwami, waiting until Kiwami 2 comes out, and then you can either skip straight to 6 or go to 3 and do all the PS3 games. I don't think it's a big problem skipping right to 6. Because very little significant things happen, like between 3 and 5. Like a few characters or whatever you won't recognize, but other than that, like 2, like 0, 1, and 2 does a great job of really setting up the whole series. So yeah, I recommend that, and play the Yakuza games. Like, come on, buy Yakuza games. They're fantastic. Like, buy them and love them.